Hey everybody, Papa Gord here, and we're gonna do another review, or we're going to do a review, because it wasn't a review that we did, I guess, just yesterday. It was an unboxing, and out of that unboxing, we're gonna look at Diamond Select, Disney's Tron, Flynn, the Flynn figure. Flynn was Jeff Bridges' character, and I don't know why, but he was my favorite. Maybe just because he was kind of a smart ass and with his little quips and whatevers and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, I dig Tron as well, being the primary character, but I think if there was a scene stealer in the movie, Flynn generally was that guy. The fact that Jeff Bridges played Clue as well, and then reprised his role as Flynn in Tron Legacy, which took me a while to warm up to. I do remember going and seeing it in the theater, I do believe like opening weekend, and walking out and just kind of going, that was a different way to go. I was so happy that they made a sequel, and was really hoping for a third, because usually when films get a sequel, nowadays it seems that films become a trilogy. So fingers crossed. There's always rumors kind of swirling about that I think Jared Leto was supposed to be in a Tron film. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Jared Leto being in the film. I'd kind of like to see maybe how they would finish Legacy, as it looked like Rinsler, spoilers, who was Tron, redeemed himself at the end of the film, as you could see his color change from the reddish orange color, and he kind of went more white rather than kind of that blue hue that they had in the original film. So with that being said, the packaging, ultra cool. It is a lot of packaging. I think they probably could have gotten away with making it just a smidge smaller, but you know, you got the windows on both sides, you got a window at the top, barcode. Here, I'll give you the barcode if you guys, it's upside down, here we go. If you guys really want the barcode for it, and just, you know, a nice solid graphic, and it looks like the game grid on the back. And normally I don't read the back of the box, but why not, right? When a brilliant video game maker named Flynn hacks the mainframe of his ex-employer, he is beamed inside an astonishing digital world and becomes part of the very game he is designing. He must team up with the heroic program Tron and evade the forces of the Master Control program to find his way home and shut down the power-hungry MCP once and for all. This action figure of Flynn is based on his appearance in the movie Tron and features 16 points of articulation. I'd say I'm pretty hard-pressed to find 16, but I dig it. Diamond Select. Let's put the box down, and we'll pull up Flynn. I think for the most part, it's a pretty honest representation, except for the face. But you know what, in all honesty, if you've ever seen the original Tron toys that were produced, which there were only 4, which was Tron, Flynn, Sark, and one of the Sark's warriors, the Red Guards, and then they did come out with a few light cycles that you could bend the figure inside, and it had a little zip puller, and you could zip them down your kitchen floor or what have you. And Sark was red, a darker red. The guard was red. Tron was purple, which is really weird, and then Flynn was all straight blue, with some detailing. So this does really, I was looking at pictures, and they really did a great job of getting all his, like all the details on his outfit, I guess if you want to call it that, to his arm piece, to even this little wristlet piece as well. Things that I honestly, I didn't recall him having that in the film, but I rewatched the film again last night as I was playing around with the figure. They're, again, facially, that does not look like Jeff Bridges, and I'm okay with that. As soon as I get Tron and Sark, I'm going to find a place, try to get them somewhat posed, and then that's how they're going to stay. So from a distance, you're not even going to be able to tell that I don't have a 7-inch Jeff Bridges as an exact likeness of him. But he still looks really good. Considering that the outfits were all black and white and they imposed all the coloring onto them. But he's got his little half shirt, skirt little thing that he has, which, again, screen accurate, but it hinders big time the movement on the arm. So you're not getting much on the arm at all. And then same with like moving, he doesn't have, there's not a whole lot. He gets a little bit of forward, really nothing on the back, and a little bit of side to side, but as you notice, he moves around. This piece does not go anywhere. So I think, again, being more of not a statue, but definitely not fully articulated enough to play around like the Black Series or Marvel Legends. But they did give them double jointed elbows, so he gets really good range on the bend of his arm. You can't get a whole lot here because of this shoulder pad. It just it's not soft plastic, so it just digs in to the shoulder. So you're getting about that much. And same with this one, because of the shirt really hinders. But the fact that you can really get his arms bent really well is very cool. Head, same thing. You get a little bit up and down, a little bit of waggle, and he can look all the way around. That's pretty much it. You can't really bury the chin, and everything hits the back of his helmet, or again, his chin hits his neck. So that's as far as you're getting with that. As far as his legs, you get full reach that way. You get pretty good spread. Same as most figures, you don't really get any back unless you want to kind of bring the leg out like so. Which again, it's okay. I don't really plan on, I'm not going to recreate the grid and sit there and go, I'm gonna get you, sir. None of that stuff. So I'm okay with the lack of articulation. He does have a swivel just above the knee, and he does get pretty good range on his knee bend, and he does have a rocker, although he gets a little bit of movement on the feet, not a whole lot. So that's about as far as you get with him. And his gauntlet is a nice soft piece of like rubber. Same with that little bracelet piece that he's got as well. And really the same with his shirt. But that's the character. So we're gonna put him down for a quick second and look at what he comes with. And of course, they don't come with a lot. He does come with his identity disc, which is awesome. Does have that good old classic peg for the back, which he does have right there. It doesn't go all the way in, it just kind of holds it in place like so, and then the shirt also helps with that as well, which is nice. But considering Flynn never uses his own identity disc ever, he drinks from Ram's identity disc, but you never see Flynn. Flynn never does anything with his in the original Tron film. So, but it's, again, it's still nice to have. Looks really cool on his back. And then he also does come with a stand, which we don't see many of these come with a lot of figures. Black Series with some of the exclusives. We've seen a few of those triangular pieces of junk, but so you got one peg, and that's it. I would say it's not a solid peg in by any means, like it just pops out all the time, but if you get him in a decent enough pose, it's enough to keep him, you know, to keep him balanced. There we go, like so. But it's still nice that it's included. Now, Diamond Select has a 3-pack. It's either available now or it is coming out anytime now. And it has Flynn in his infiltrator, which he's red for like 10 seconds. Comes with Sark, comes with Tron, they all have their identity discs. They have other disc effects like Sark's disc broken in 2 pieces, and you know, little just light effects or whatever, which I think is kind of neat, but it wasn't enough for me to go, yes, I need Flynn in red. I need Flynn in blue, because this is what he's primarily looks like through most of the film. Tron, I think, still looks the same, and I think Sark still looks the same. So it's just the Flynn characters that's the more exclusive, and it comes with the recognizer build, recognizer pieces. And you know what? That's okay. I don't need them in red. So Walgreens are the stores that are carrying it, which up here in Canada we don't have. So luckily, again, Uncle Mike found all of them. This one already has arrived. He got a hold of me yesterday and said, hey, the other 2 are on their way. So sometime late next week-ish. And I will definitely be reviewing those 2 as well. I'm super excited to see them. And I just read somewhere that Diamond Select has confirmed that they're doing a Series 2, which will contain a Yori, which they've never made a Yori figure, and at least the Sarks, the big husky guards wearing all the big hockey pads with the big light baton sticks. Those are the 2 that it sounds like so far. Maybe a third, maybe Ram, which was another figure we never got. So that would be pretty awesome as well, because that would be 3. That would give us 6, and that would basically be, except for Chrome, I think is the other guy's name, that we see at the beginning, that they have that ball flinging thing when he first makes it onto the grid. I think it's Chrome, but unless they decide to make him as well, and that would be pretty cool. But he's also one of those guys that has the half skirt thing going on. But yeah, I still love them. It just brings back a lot of great childhood memories. They look fantastic. I can't wait for Tron and Sark to arrive so I can put all 3 of these guys together. I gotta look around and find a good spot for these guys. So yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts of Flynn from the Diamond Select Tron figures from Walgreens. So be on the looks, because I know they're out there. I don't know as far as us Canadians, unless you got really good friends down in the States that are willing to do you a solid and pick them up and ship them up to you. Maybe they might start showing up at maybe some comic book stores. But yeah, it's fantastic. Again, I don't mind the fact that the articulation is just not there. I did a lot of staring at this guy last night. So, drop that too. Oh, anyways, so that's gonna do it, guys. Let me know what you thought of my thoughts, and look forward to Tron and Sark being reviewed at some point in time when I get them, and look forward to the next video. So I think I'm just going to keep going with this format until I'm able to sit at my proper chair to do some of the editing and get some of the background music, and I can put in some extra stills and what have you. But we're already about 15 minutes in, so Papa Gord's back into his rambling phase. So yeah, so that's gonna do it. So like, share, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. Really helps out the channel. Totally appreciate the interaction with you guys as well. And that's gonna do it. So as always, have a good one. Hey, ooh, I rocked the camera.